Today's video is about the reality of farming. It's about life and it's about death. Make no mistake that life and death happens every day, whether you see it or not, on a farm. That's the reality. Today's video is a little bit shocking. It's not nasty. It's a lesson learned, and I hope you guys can take home a message. Please don't point fingers and play the blame game here. There was absolutely nothing that we could have found, seen, or done to keep this from happening here on the farm. Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another gloomy day. It's a sad day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. We have a unique predator problem that I've never heard of, and I'm gonna share this with you guys. We lost a calf. It's pretty much a total bummer, and there are two things that could have caused this. I'm going to show you guys what happened, so maybe it won't happen on your farm, or maybe you'll learn from this and not release balloons. Balloons, believe it or not.
I ain't afraid of work, I ain't afraid of play, I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life, times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. If this is your first time or your 50 millionth time here, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. We do everything farm related, rural lifestyle, and a little bit more here on the Stoney Ridge. So we're on a 150-acre first generation cattle farm right now. We're going to be getting chickens and pigs and all kinds of fun stuff pretty soon. But I had something pretty horrible happen, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So hopefully this doesn't happen to you if you're considering owning cattle, okay? There's a lesson to be learned here. There is a predator on the farm that is different than any predator you've ever seen, and that predator is in my pocket right here. I lost a calf. It was a calf that was about, I'm gonna say 5 months old, something like that, and I lost him to these. These are just run-of-the-mill acorns. There was a calf up by the oak tree that's directly behind the camera here that was grazing on acorns. All the cows were grazing on acorns, but this calf seemed to really have an affinity for acorns, and that's one little acorn right there. They were small acorns just like this from a white oak. A handful of acorns like this is not gonna harm the cows. A 5-gallon bucket full of acorns is gonna harm the cows. And this year it's been a bumper crop of acorns. We have two things that could have taken this cow out. It seemed to be, I don't know how to say it, it just seemed a little bit lethargic. It seemed to be a little bit bloated, but it was eating. It was doing just fine. And all of a sudden this calf just laid down and passed away. It just laid down, and that was it. It looked like it was basking in the sun, and it showed really hardly any sign of distress other than it being just a little bit slower than the rest of the cows. The second thing that could have caused the death of this cow is in my back pocket. It's right here. This is what I find on my farm probably 15 times a year. This is a balloon, and that is where a cow has chewed on a balloon. Right there, just chewing on it right there. That's what that is. This is one of those balloons that you release at a party, or you release at a wedding, or you release at a quinceañera. This can cause a cow to die. And there's a take-home message right now for every one of you guys. If you're at a party, if you're at a celebration, birthday party, I don't care what it is, don't let people release balloons. Show them this video. This will kill an animal. It will kill livestock, and you don't want that on your conscience. So guys, what I've learned by studying this is that the oak tree passes on a poison to the cow. It doesn't necessarily harm a cow if it only eats a little bit of acorns. It will harm a cow, or a young calf or an older cow will be more susceptible to being harmed by acorn. It's acorn poisoning is what it is. It can cause kidney problems, it can cause liver problems, it can cause stomach problems, and it can cause bloat in a cow. Had I caught this early enough, which there were really no signs, the cow was out here grazing doing just fine. Had I caught this earlier, I would have been able to stop it. I want you guys to know the lesson learned here. In case you're deciding to raise animals and start a farm yourself, acorns will kill cows. Acorns will kill cows, and if you release another balloon, I'm gonna let it be on your conscience. Pass this video on to those that you know that release balloons frequently. This is the wrong thing to do, guys. You let your kid let go of a balloon, ooh, watch it go away, and then it kills an innocent animal. That is the wrong thing to do. Like I said, I find these in the woods all over my farm, in the pastures all over my farm, and this was literally 20 feet away from where the cow passed away, and the cow was right here. What happens when a calf passes away? All the cows, these are creatures, they're herd animals. They're creatures that rely on each other. So each cow came up and touched its nose to the dead calf. Each cow came through. We have 33 cows here. Each one came up, touched its nose to the dead calf, and they had basically a funeral for this calf. It was pretty sad. It was a lesson learned here on the Stoney Ridge Farm, and I normally come to you with a happy and upbeat video, but there's something that we all need to learn here. We all need to learn that cattle and livestock can be poisoned by eating too many acorns, and we need to learn that letting balloons go like this is a bad thing to do, and it can cause death. It's not cool, not at all. Guys, that's it for today. I just wanted to share this with you, this little story. It's pretty sad. It's not a predator like you think. It's not a coyote. It's not a wolf. It's not a fox. It's not a bobcat. It's a balloon, and it's acorns. It's a sad day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I hate that I lost an animal, but hopefully you guys can take this lesson with you and you'll learn from it just like I did. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm, guys. I appreciate you coming to see me. I've got a little bit more work to do with the cows. Got to roll out a hay bale to them. We'll see you on the next video. Be sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back here on the farm with me. It's a beautiful place. Take care.
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your